Jamie Harper and the Treasure of the Hidden Horizon. It started with a scream. Jamie Harper was at Harborview Park, enjoying her favorite ice cream, mint chocolate chip, when a frantic woman dashed past the fountain, shouting, "She's gone! My daughter's been kidnapped!" The crowd froze. Jamie's ice cream slipped from her hand as her detective instincts kicked in. Who had been kidnapped and why? Jamie pushed through the gathering crowd, Max trailing close behind. "Ma'am," Jamie said firmly, "I'm Jamie Harper, a detective. I can help." The woman, her face streaked with tears, sobbed, "My daughter Lila was snatched right from her dance rehearsal. And I found this." She handed Jamie a crumpled note that read, "Find the treasure, save the girl." Jamie and Max headed to the theater where Lila had been taken. They found a trail of glittery rhinestones leading backstage, where a large ornate chest sat waiting. Inside was a map, marked with an X on a location called Hidden Horizon Point. Beneath the map was a second note. "Bring no police. Follow the map or lose the treasure." And Lila. Max groaned as they stared at the map. Why do bad guys always pick the creepiest spots? Hidden Horizon Point is on the other side of the island. "We're not scared," Jamie said with a grin, though her heart raced. They borrowed Max's uncle's bike and pedaled toward the coast, where the map's trail began. Along the way, Max cracked jokes about detective cardio, which made Jamie laugh so hard she nearly fell off her bike. The first clue led them to an abandoned lighthouse. Inside, they found a puzzle carved into the wall, a series of gemstones that had to be rearranged in a specific order. "Careful," Jamie warned as Max reached for a gem. "These puzzles always have traps." Sure enough, Max's first attempt triggered a burst of smoke, sending both of them coughing and scrambling for air. "Not funny, Jamie," Max spluttered as she laughed. "You could have stopped me sooner." Eventually, Jamie's sharp eyes solved the puzzle, revealing a hidden staircase descending into the lighthouse basement. In the basement, they met an unlikely character, a grizzled old sailor named Captain Hawkins, who had been trapped by the same kidnappers years ago. "They used me to find treasures, but never let me go," he said. Jamie, ever the strategist, made a deal. "Help us decode this map and find Lila, and we'll make sure you're free." The map led them to a jungle filled with booby traps. As Jamie studied a series of footprints to avoid a pitfall, Max tripped over a vine and nearly set off a swinging log trap. "You're the trap magnet," Jamie teased as she pulled him to safety. Captain Hawkins laughed. "You two are like a comedy show." Deep in the jungle, they uncovered a glittering cave filled with diamonds embedded in the walls. But before they could celebrate, a voice echoed, "Well done, kids, but you're too late." A shadowy figure emerged, none other than the mastermind behind the kidnapping, a rival treasure hunter named Vincent Steele. Lila was tied up nearby, looking terrified. Steele demanded Jamie and Max's hand over the map in exchange for Lila. But Jamie whispered to Max, "Stall him. I have a plan." Max faked a sneezing fit, fumbling the map and spilling Captain Hawkins' flask of water onto Steele's boots. While Steele was distracted, Jamie untied Lila and slipped her the map, mouthing, "Run?" Chaos erupted as Steele realized Jamie's plan. Jamie and Max used the cave's labyrinth to outwit the henchmen, leading them into a dead end filled with falling rocks. "You two are insane," Captain Hawkins shouted as they narrowly avoided being crushed. "Just another day in the life," Jamie quipped, grinning. The group reunited with Lila outside the cave, where she revealed the map had one final twist. It wasn't leading to jewels. It led to an ancient family heirloom hidden in an underground vault beneath Harborview's oldest library. Back in Harborview, Steele and his goons caught up to them at the library. In a dramatic showdown, Jamie and Max lured Steele into the library's ancient archive, trapping him in a cage of collapsing bookshelves. With Steele caught, the heirloom, a diamond-studded medallion, was recovered. Lila hugged her mother tightly, and Jamie and Max felt a wave of pride. "Teamwork saved the day," Jamie said, smiling at Max and Captain Hawkins. "None of us could have done it alone." The moral of the story is, love and teamwork are more valuable than any treasure. When we work together and trust one another, we can overcome any obstacle. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Jamie, Max, and Captain Hawkins stood outside the Harborview Library. The medallion sparkled in Lila's hands as she hugged her mother tightly, the ordeal finally behind them. "Well," Captain Hawkins said, adjusting his weathered cap, "you two are quite the team. I'd join you on another adventure any day." Jamie smirked. "Don't jinx it, Captain. Trouble has a way of finding us whether we like it or not." Max groaned, rubbing his sore shoulders. "I vote for a vacation. Someplace with no traps, no kidnappers, and lots of snacks." As they laughed, a strange noise interrupted the moment. From behind the library, a soft whirring sound grew louder, followed by a metallic clink. Jamie's brow furrowed. What was that? Curiosity piqued. The trio followed the sound to the back alley, where a mysterious package sat on the cobblestone ground, addressed to Detective Jamie Harper. Max stared at it wide-eyed. "Who knows where you live?" "I don't know," Jamie replied, cautiously inspecting the box. The label simply read, "To find the truth, follow the gears of time." Jamie exchanged a glance with Max, excitement already bubbling in her chest. "Looks like that vacation's going to have to wait." Captain Hawkins chuckled. "Looks like you've got another case, Detective." With the medallion tucked away and Lila safely reunited with her family, Jamie and Max knew one thing for sure. This was only the beginning of their next great adventure.